Aisha Ibrahim is at the Odogono Senior High School and reports that parents are frustrated as their wards' names are not found in the school's register. They are alleging authorities are attending to only students from private junior high schools, ignoring those from public schools. Let's go over to Aisha Ibrahim, who has joined us. Aisha, what can you report from Odogono?
Well, Daniel, over here, you can see very long queues of parents struggling to get admission for their wards. Some of them whose children were placed at the Odogono Senior High School have found their names. Others are yet to do so. And here, you can see that they've demarcated, they've done some queues according to the subject. So if your ward chose general art, you join a different queue from the one who chose science and the like. But the main issue here is that some parents have not found their ward names yet, even though they were placed here. And I spoke with a few of them who said that the school called them to say that your wards have been placed here. They went to print out the documents from the computers when they checked online, but they're here and they're still not finding the list of their wards. What they have realized is that it's only the private, the children from the private schools whose names are here. And so they're wondering. And so far, they are complaining that the arrangement has not been well. They complain of disorganization and all of that. And nobody seems to be attending to them. They've complained. They can't seem to find anybody to even attend to them. Well, I tried to get authorities of the school to get some answers. I've yet to meet the assistant headmaster because I've been hanging out for a while waiting to see him, but he's still not in. So I'm still waiting to get answers. So generally, you can find people who be here from 5 a.m., 6 a.m., who still don't know what they're really about.
So Aisha,
really
the parents you're talking about have come to school with proof that they were placed there, but their names are not on those lists.
Exactly the point. They have their documents which they printed from their site, the placement site, which shows that their wards have been placed at the Odogono Senior High School. But they got here and the names of their wards are not on the list, the registration list. And so they're still struggling to get the authorities to explain to them what exactly the situation is. And if I get the assistant headmaster, I'm sure he will provide some answers to these questions.
Right, so we'll be coming back to you when we have those answers. Thank you very much, Aisha Ibrahim, who is currently at the Odogono Senior High School in Accra. Let's go to Kumasi, where Erastus Asare Donko is standing by. Erastus, if you can hear me, I understand you've been speaking to the authorities in Kumasi.
Exactly. We are currently at the Kumasi Anglican Senior High School. And as you can see behind me is a busy day for school authorities here because many students who have been placed here are trooping in and they are going through the process to be admitted in the school. Now, when you go outside, we have many students who are checking their names on the notice boards, and then you come in here, you go through the process there, they mention names, you pick a form, you fill the form, as you can see many parents doing, and then you take it to another room over there, they register you as a student right here. So that is what is going on. He is one of the parents who have come here to try to register their wards at the Kumasi Anglican Senior High School. Good morning and welcome to Joy News.
Good morning.
What process have you gone through so far?
I came here around 7. When I came here, there were a lot of people here. What we were told to do is to check our names on the list. That's our ward names. So we did that, and then we were told to come to the assembly hall to wait. After waiting for some time, the headmaster and the teachers concerned came and then asked us to sit according to our programs. So we have the science and then agri science, those who are doing general arts, business, BDT, and then home accounts, and then we're giving some numbers. So if you get to your turn, what you do is that you go and then they will check and see whether your name is in their list, and then they will give you a form to fill. After the form, then you send it to the ICT room for another processing also. So that's what we are going through here now.
Well, have you been able to register your ward as of now?
Yes.
Any challenges so far?
Oh, here there's no much. Just that in the morning, people don't know even where to sit. So we're just going up and down. But now everything is now normal, and everything is going on smoothly.
Right. So a number of students are trying to find their names, and they are registering as we speak. But we do have the headmaster for the Kumasi Anglican Senior High School right here. I want to have a chat with him and find out what the problems are so far. Okay. And you can see in our shots right now is the director, the regional director of education. She has been going around the schools trying to ascertain the challenges so she could help fix them. We are lucky to bump into her right now. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
What have you identified so far?
Oh, I've seen that the process is going on smoothly. I came here, they have outlined what they are doing, and I think it's satisfactory. It's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Early on, we saw some people at your office trying to still get admission and placement. What have you been able to do so far?
Well, we have some issues with some parents complaining that they have been placed in day schools outside the region. And we are taking all those concerns and sending them to Accra. That is what we know.
It will be resolved.
Yes, it will be. It will be resolved. Yes.
So where are you going next from here?
I'm going to Prempeh College.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Less endowed school.
What is the major challenge with the less endowed schools? Any peculiar challenge that runs through?
We want to look at how the process is going on in endowed as well as the less endowed. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. That's the regional director of education. She's been going around trying to find out if there are challenges to be able to resolve them. So I must say that we do have a smooth process here at the Kumasi Anglican Senior High School. We'll be going to other centers to find out what the situation is like over there.
So Erastus, if you can hear me, we would like to find out from the regional director very quickly. She was saying that they will be forwarding the concerns she's received to Accra, but the term has reopened. So when will these parents receive answers from the service?
Well, I think she just moved away,
right.
But early on I went to the regional education office, and the concern was that they are taking down the students' concern. There are some who came and they said, well, they live in Kumasi, they've been placed somewhere in Konongo. They will have to rent rooms for girls of about 16 years to be able to stay there. That is not possible. So they want the schools changed. They are saying that they are compiling these details. They are taking them to Accra, but they have not gotten any response yet. They will have to get feed on what to do concerning these students. I would have wished I posed the same question to her, but she's gone at the moment.
They had to move quickly. Now, as we hear it's raining in Kumasi this morning. How has that affected the process?
In fact, it's been raining cats and dogs outside since morning, but that has not deterred the parents and their wards from trooping into the various schools and ensuring that they get admission for their wards. As you can see, a number of parents have brought their wards in here. They've gone through the rain outside. They are here. They are making sure they get admission for their wards. Let me speak briefly to the headmaster for this particular school to find out. Sir, can you join us a bit? Let's speak to you briefly. Okay, so he is the headmaster for this institution. How many students so far have been placed at Kumasi Anglican Senior High School?
Oh, as at yesterday, we had 871 out of 880 declared.
Do we still have more coming in?
Oh, the few ones. It's an ongoing exercise. So you know that by the close of the day, they might have had a full complement of 880.
Do you think there are any challenges housing the numbers as they come in?
Oh, we declared vacancies, depending on the facilities we have. So as at now, we don't envisage any serious challenge.
But going forward, do you think that facilities should be expanded?
Certainly, because of the pressure on us to admit more. If facilities at the classrooms could have more classrooms, we could admit more.
Your name, sir?
Alex Kundia.
Right, so he's the headmaster of the Kumasi Anglican Senior High School.
Right.
So over to you in Accra. That's the situation in Kumasi so far.
Right, thank you very much, Erastus Asare Donko. There will be moving straight to Tamale, where Martina Bugri is on standby for us. Martina, if you can hear me, we understand there's a bit of a hold-up in the school where you're visiting now.
Exactly so. At the Kalpohini Senior High School, parents have been told to hold on because the school says they can't access the website now to do the admissions. And so they've called Accra. Accra said they should hold on. They will give them further directions. And when that happens, they would begin the process. The headmaster, Chief Mahama Andani, tells me that apart from that, they don't have any problem. He has the list, and all those who have their names on the list would if the system is open.
When the parents arrive, are they able to verify that their names, the names of their wards at least, are on the list?
Currently, what they do is parents have been told your child is in this school, and so you come. Once your child is in that school, what they do is they go to the website, which they have done. They have printed all the names from the website, and so once you access the website and your name is on the website representing a particular school, automatically you are on. And so they have the master list as well, and then you'll be captured. I spoke to some parents, and their concern is that it's a very delayed process, and they would have been at work if not for the process now. And so they are wasting time having to wait all this while as and when the website is able to access before they would be able to go to work. And that is going to affect production. Some also raised concerns about the infrastructure. They are hoping that the numbers would not affect the infrastructure on these schools, just as some are also expressing concern that what is free, it shouldn't affect quality. And so these are some of the concerns being raised by some parents at the Kalpohini Senior High School.
Right, Martina, but what of the students themselves? How are they feeling?
Well, they are excited. What they want is that they should begin the school. And some told me that what they want now is just you are on and then they start school. Whatever problems are associated with it, they are not concerned now. Once they would get admission, they are fine with that.
Right, thank you very much, Martina Bugri, for that report. We'll go now to the Volta region where Fred Kwame Asare is on standby. Fred, where are you now and what can you report?
Well, Daniel, I'm in the Volta regional capital, beside and then on Malco SHS Girls Campus, where 640 students have been placed in this school. As we speak, the admission process is ongoing smoothly. Earlier, there was a delay where the officials couldn't access the system or the website. But then I was told that later on, a new code was sent, and then they were able to access the system, and then the admission started from there. So as we speak, parents are picking admission forms for the awards, and then later on, the awards will report at school. But then, out of the 640 students who were placed here, the headmistress told me that because they have an infrastructure deficit, that is to do with classroom and then dormitory, they wouldn't be able to exhaust all the 640. She mentioned that about 400 is the number that they would be able to accommodate on campus. So she pleaded with government. And
Fred, what will become of the 240 students she says they cannot absorb? Did you ask her that?
Yes. She said what they'll do is they would look through the list see the ones that are living in and around who can, for now, be day students. So to remedy the situation, that is what they would do. And then as time progresses and then they get enough infrastructure, then they would admit the rest. Like I was saying earlier, she mentioned that they have dormitory block here that has been started, that is ongoing, but then the work on the project stalled for some time now. So she pleaded with government and then all other bodies, all other relevant institutions to come to the school's aid.
Well, that's quite a different story from where we heard in Kumasi, where the head of CAS was saying that they declared the vacancies that they knew they had. And it will be interesting to go into that a bit further. So, Fred, let's stay with that issue and find out more, and we'll come back to you for the details later. But now let's go to the central region, where Richard Kojonyako has been touring a number of schools already. Richard, if you can hear me, where have you visited today, and what has been the situation there?
Well, Daniel, I can tell you that I've visited about 5 schools in Cape Coast and Elmina. I went to Ednaman Senior High School. I went to Wesley Girls. I went to Infantippim Senior High. I went to Adesado College, and now I'm currently at the Academy of Christ the King. And I can tell you that in all the schools I've visited, you see parents and would-be senior high school students that are gathered here. They've provided at the Academy of Christ the King, for instance, they've gathered, giving them a room, and parents are seated. Others too are also outside where they have been given. And there are a number of challenges that a lot of them are grappling with. The first one has to do with the placement and the selection of courses. At Naman and other schools that I visited, for instance, someone has been given, Mahad Agate 26, and has been given a science course for the person to pursue. The parent is not happy because they know the capacity of that particular child. And so they know that science was not what the child chose, but the computer has given them that program. And it's not only that person. Someone also had aggregate 18, others had 30, and they've been given science courses. Usually courses that the students did not choose when they were filling the BEC form. And so this thing runs through a lot of them. There are other people that would also want to be admitted into the schools, people that completed 2015 and then 2016, but they do not, they are yet, their concerns are yet to be heard because the heads do not know what to do because they are being guided by the list that has been provided. And so if you come or if you go to all the schools that are here, the list has been placed on notice board. So you go and check, and then you go to the school, you receive your prospectus and the others to be admitted.
So,
now,
Richard, are you saying that these people who finished in 2015 and 2016 came up even though they did not pass through the placement system?
Yes, some of them I have been interacting tell me that in 2015 and 2016, they did not have the wherewithal or the financial muscle to go to school. So now that it is free senior high school, they would also want to explore that opportunity in order to find themselves in school. But it appears that the system does not agree with them because the heads are going strictly according to the list that have been given them by the computerized school selection placement system. Let me quickly speak with the NAT Metro Secretary in Cape Coast. He's been also touring some of the schools in Cape Coast. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Well, you've been touring. You've also been touring some of the schools. What have you found out?
Yes, currently I am at Academy of Christ the King. I've been going to schools, about 5 of them, and the process is smooth, except in UPSHS, University Practice Secondary School, where they are finding it difficult to open the portal and print the list of the students who have been brought to the school. It was a bit of a difficulty, but the head assured me that they would do it, and she also spoke to the parents. I saw a number of parents gathered there anxious to get admission for their awards, and so she told them that they should exercise patience, they will open the system and print the list out so that they will go through the admission process. I went to Wesley Girls. The place is relaxed. parents are waiting for the admission process to start. All is well, except that academy, I'm told that some of the parents have come that their children were sent to some schools, they can't go there, so they want the children to come to this very school. And it's difficult for us to accept them because they are going strictly according to what computer has done or whatever computer has given them. And so they can't go outside what computer has given them. This is the difficulty. But aside that, I believe everything is cool.
Right.
For the meantime.
So I can tell you that the system is relaxed, but I mean, it appears that it's a cocktail of feelings. While parents are anxious, they wouldn't pay anything for the first time, admission fees, school fees, and the others. There are others too that would want to explore that opportunity, but because they've been coded there, every school that you are given and every course that you are given comes with a code, and so you cannot do anything to the country. And so that is what is currently happening as far as my tour of the schools are concerned.
Right. Thank you very much, Richard Kojonyako, for that report. That's a man there in the Central Regional.